We will develop a new e-game because football simulation game is called FIFA. For hundreds of millions of children around the world, when they play football simulation game, they play FIFA. And we are developing, with new partners, a new game which obviously will be the best. So get ready for the new FIFA e-game.
What you just heard were the words of FIFA president Gianni Infantino on whether FIFA will be making a new game after their split from EA Sports. Back in 2022, EA and FIFA officially announced that they would be parting ways. EA would go on to release the final FIFA game, FIFA 23, and then continue with their new franchise, EA FC. They haven't continued their franchise up to this point, but there's been many rumours about them reviving the FIFA game franchise with another developer. There's also rumours that they were planning to release a game ready for the 2026 World Cup next year. In this video, I'll talk about all the information that has circulated over the last couple of years around a potential new FIFA game and try to figure out whether we'll be getting the eagerly anticipated FIFA 26 game ready for next year's World Cup. Before I get into all of the information and content, a like on the video would be really appreciated to help support the channel, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I post FC26 and other football gaming content, so if that interests you, go and check out all my other videos and press that red button while you're there. So regarding a video about a FIFA or 2K football game, this has been on the cards for a while. There's been a lot of rumours, but what sparked me making this video now is this recent tweet that had been circulating on X, which I'm just going to put up on screen now. So there was a story regarding FIFA 26. So apparently a leaked video demo surfaced online according to The Athletic FC. The demo featured FIFA World Cup 2026 branding, Messi scoring and authentic sponsor boards. The clip was shared by Refactor Games, a gaming studio working on sports titles. Now this video got removed really quickly. There doesn't seem to be any trace of it online at the moment, although people are trying to look for it. Refactor Games did delete this quite quickly, it seems. And there is a few people replying to this tweet saying that it was just a concept, so it is something to just take with a pinch of salt. But it got me thinking, this is the first rumour that we've seen for a while regarding a FIFA or a 2K football game, and it just made me think back to all of the other previous rumours to gather those up and try and work out whether it is likely or not that we will be getting a new football game to rival FC26. And of course, with the World Cup being next year, the rumoured target for FIFA was to release a football game ready for that, which obviously means that if they are going to release a football game, it will probably be in about 6 months' time or so. So I feel like we're going to get an answer to this question pretty quickly, but I'm going to try my best to break down all the information for you guys so you're kept up to date in terms of all the rumours regarding this new football game, and I'll try and make a prediction whether I think it's going to happen or not. So already in this video, I'm struggling to say FIFA without mentioning 2K. Now, these two companies have been linked for years now, pretty much even before EA Sports and FIFA officially announced that their partnership would be ending together. There was already rumours about 2K taking over the FIFA license. Prior to that, there was rumours that they wanted to make a football game. I mean, it kind of makes sense. They make many sports games and football is the biggest sport worldwide. So I think just down to logic, I'm sure that it's something that logically that has been something that's been discussed within that company. Whether they will get involved or not is another story. As you can see here, these rumours have been going on since November 2021. So nearly 4 years now of hearing about 2K potentially creating a football game with FIFA. And this was like 7 months before the official, I guess, breaking up of FIFA and EA Sports. Although I would say to take this with a pinch of salt, there has been other rumours regarding FIFA 2K and they haven't come true more recent to this tweet here. So I'm not trying to slander the page here. With every news page in general on X, some things are going to come true, some things aren't. So I would take that with a pinch of salt. But it is interesting to me that that came out well before there was any announcement of FIFA and EA Sports parting ways. And to be honest, it's the only thing that gives me any hope that there could be a FIFA 2K game next year. And my reason for this is the timing. So one of my big concerns regarding this possibility was the fact that football games take a long time to develop. There's a lot that goes into them, and we already seen with, for example, UFL, I believe it took them 7 or 8 years to create their game from scratch. Now, obviously, it is a smaller studio than like 2K, for example, that were creating that game, but it is worth bearing in mind. And my opinion always regarding the whole potential of 2K making a game ready for the World Cup was that they basically needed to have started this in the background before FIFA 23 that EA released. And if this tweet here is true, then that is the case. Obviously, still from this date, that would still only give 2K roughly around 4.5 years at the very most to create a football game. But I do think it is all possible when you consider the fact that they have got many years creating sports games and there's probably a lot of transferable assets that they have. So the potential is maybe there. There's a glimmer of hope. I do find it interesting, this stuff with Refactor Games. Would they be making a new FIFA game? Who knows at this point? Everything seems to be very, very quiet. There's lots of rumours, but there's nothing really that seems very concrete at the minute. Although 2K have in the past spoke about potentially making a football game. So this quote comes from 2K themselves. As for the FIFA license, I would like to point out that it does not come with all of the rights already included. It does not include players, teams, or leagues. This is why it is not as simple as, for example, negotiating with the NFL or with the NBA or MLB, where at most you have to negotiate with the league or the Players Association. Practically anyone who wants to compete in the field of pure football simulations, well, in this case, it's not enough for you to have a brand license. There's a lot more behind it. And they also go on to stress that they have their own football game, which is called Top 11, which is defined as the #1 mobile football management game. So that quote doesn't really fill us with much joy. He also isn't going to come out and say, well, yeah, we're definitely going to make this game and just release everything. So I do understand why he'd bring up these concerns. And in regards to licensing, I think around club football this could be a problem, but there is still a chance that I think a World Cup game next year, that just getting the FIFA license might not be the worst thing in the world. They can add generic players in generic nations and things like that for maybe like the smaller nations. I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility that they can get around licensing issues, although it is very complicated with football games. One thing that does raise concerns, in my opinion, is the fact that the FIFA license does still seem to be publicly up for grabs. EA Sports still seem to hold hope that they're going to be able to get the FIFA license for a World Cup mode for FIFA 26. That would imply that nobody else has agreed any deal with FIFA, which does raise concerns really that this new game might not happen as early as next year. And while we do talk about that quote at the start of the video from Infantino, he doesn't specifically mention the World Cup. So again, whether a new FIFA game might be in the works could definitely be a possibility, but as for next year, it might be a little bit too hard to get it ready for. Obviously, the next World Cup is in another 4 years' time, and that feels like a lot more of a realistic target for them. That would have given them time to agree a partnership with another studio and given that studio a long time to create a decent football game. It is also important to note that Infantino didn't specifically talk about a console game. Now, FIFA have recently released a new mobile game called FIFA Rivals. It just seems to represent club football, so again, this doesn't really tie into the World Cup, but for all we know, this could be the FIFA game that they've been referring to, and that would just kill all of these rumours regarding a new FIFA console game. I've had a look at this, and it's a mobile game. Like for myself, I'm guessing a lot of people who view my channel, I don't think many people will care about this. All the mobile games is a completely different world from the likes of FC. But let me just give you a little bit of hope just to finish this video here. FIFA Rivals, the mobile game, was released in June of this year, but since then we have gotten another rumour here from FGZ back in August, so after the release of this mobile game, that FIFA are rumoured to be working on a new football game. He hasn't put who they're working with, which kind of gives me hope that it's real, because again, chucking 2K in at this point, it feels like a bit like baiting people to get hyped for the game, but I feel like it's only natural that we're not going to be getting too many details. So let's hope that this is true, that they are working on a new game. Even if it isn't for next year, just some more competition in the field would be amazing. I mean, who knows? Maybe FIFA and 2K make separate football games. That would be the ideal situation that we get to. I mean, right here, according to Donk Trading, a few of the ex-FIFA devs now work at 2K, so they might just be working on the existing titles in that company, but again, who knows? Maybe they were brought over to create a football game. None of us can really know at this point, and that seems to be all of the information that we have so far. I will be making a second video regarding, let's just say, FIFA 2K, and more so about any new football game coming to the market, like what I'd like to see, what they need to do to make the most successful football game. I think that will be a really interesting video as well to make, so I plan to release that pretty soon as well. So stick around on the channel. This is something that I will keep trying to report as we get more information, hopefully about either of these companies making a new football game, as I have done regarding FC26 news and other football games as well. But yeah, in the comments, let me know what you think. Do you think that there is going to be a FIFA or a 2K game? In my opinion, not for next year. I don't think it's going to happen personally, but as in maybe before the next World Cup, I do think that that is a possibility. And we're getting quite a few new football games announced and released in the last few years. So who knows? I think there's going to be more to come over the next few years. Hopefully we get something that will rival FC26. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. I'd really appreciate it, like I said at the start of the video, and subscribe if you haven't already to keep in the loop of all of the content on my channel. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.